One was a boy named Tom. He was a pauper. The other was a prince in high society. And these two people, they looked exactly alike. Tom the pauper looked with an abusive father. And don't go back there and get stitched. Alright, Paul, I don't need to. And Tom went to get stitched for his father. What do you remember? 2 pounds of stuff in a top of elastic? A pound of carrots? Oh no, I remember. Now I'll be Mammy. Oh, I don't believe this. The prince is coming! The prince is coming! The prince is coming! Oh my god. Excuse me, but would you mind coming with me? It's interesting. What I see is me. My eyes see me too. Now what do you tell me about yourself? Well, my name's Tom. I live with my abusive father. But we get to have a good time. Now what is this thing you have? Oh, we get to see Punch and Judy plays. We get to see a lot of marbles and read books. Maybe we switch clothes. And they did switch clothes. Let me see what's going on. Oh my god, get out of here, you scum! What? Unhand me! I'm the prince! Get away from me! Now they thought Tom the pauper was the prince, and thought the prince was the pauper. What a conundrum. Did you get that, Stitch? What? Why, you blackguard! How dare you do that? I said I want that Stitch! How dare you do that? And Tom had a leading good life. Wasn't a good life they expected. Oh no, I don't know what to do. Meanwhile, the person's having trouble with his own too. Attention! Attention! The king has died! The king has died! Father, he's died. The prince raced back to the castle. He realized that Tom the pauper was going to be prince. Now have you promised to hold your duties as king? Away with him! He's not the prince, I am! Why, get this player out of here! Quiet! There's only way to solve this. Write the royal seal. If they did. This one is the prince. Yes. And the prince was restored to his proper throne and he became king. Tom, for your service to the crown, I honor you courage. You will live with me in my castle. Your father will get what he deserves. And his father did get what he deserved. It's quite amazing.
Also I'm back, and Tom was so wet, and Tom was so clean, and the songs that the smoky from flowing off his face. One morning I came out to this place, and I saw those trees, those truculent trees. All my life has been searching for trees such as these. Of the trees I saw barbels, hiking around their barbel suits. Those trees, those truculent trees. All my life has been searching for trees such as these. As you saw a butterfly though, and how a great joy and love my heart. You know what to do? I unpacked my cart. The other time I go a small chunk, I cut down a chunk of the tree with one chop. We're doing my trees. Just not. Thank you, enjoy forever. What did you say you were, little fellow? Mister, I am the wax. I speak to the trees. I speak to the trees of those tongues. I'm singing it all at the top of my lungs, and I sing. I'm singing the tree. Let that thing you're doing by trimming the tree. Don't worry, there's no possible harm. I just cut that one tree. I'm doing no harm. This thing is most useful. This thing is of deeds. This thing is most worthy that all people need. It's a shirt, it's a sock, it's a glove, it's a hat. 4 more uses. Just beyond that. You use it for curtains, for carpets, for sheets, for curtains, hard covers, for bicycle seats. Mister, you're crazy if it's free. There's no one on earth who will buy that fool's deed. A person in industry is forced to buy. You telling me what the public won't buy? I'm Jack. I wish to speak to the trees. I'm busy. Shut up, if you please. I realized I couldn't do it alone, so I built me a radio phone. I called my friends, my uncle, my aunt. I said, this is their chance to go. One for a family to get by his head. And go around to see. Take away the wee high and dry and start this. swear to God, bigger my load, the bigger my city, the bigger my load. It's the war axe. Look, I wish to speak to the trees, but you are cutting as fast as you please. Also, they're trying to brown barboots. Look at their barboots suits. I have to do with these truckload suits. It's terrible. They have they got the probably they have the pain in their tummies. Terrible. Well, and so they can't live here. So I'm sending them off. Goodbye, boys. Just to get over. This was already probably way out the way. He stuck out on pipe. His back was more grapes. What worse? Isn't that a joke? My poor swabby swat. They can't see their nose. And so, please pardon my cough. They can't live here. I'm sending them off. Where will they go? Don't know. I'll think it over. You done thinking it over. I'm sorry to yell my dander is up. Let me say the words on a bloody look. That factory yours board stand out without stop. You go to bloody slop. Where you put that leftover glue, I'll tell you what for you in the river. Listen, Dad. All you say is bad. I'm going to do more. Turning more trees to the trunk of a tree needs. Which everyone needs. I'll start with 60 seconds back to the tree. There's still left. Well, very last trunk of the tree of them all. No more trees need a little work to be done. And nothing alone. Everyone. Never forget that you go from the state. Types developed to leave this place. Dogs will not leave their trees. Now that everyone has gone away, folks place it both nest and decay. All the way close to its nest, all hollow, or flat, with one word. Unless, yes, unless what? Unless someone out there cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's not. Wait a minute, what is this? Don't go, I got something for you. Here, the truck you'll see. Take it. You're in charge of watching the truckload trees. And truckload trees are what the world really needs. On truckload trees, trees with care, trees with clean water, trees with fresh air. Grow forest, protect us from the absence of hack. The war, no friends made, but back. The cat in the hat. There was not much to do, no fun at all. You try to play fun, you try to play ball, all you do is sit. Do we like it? Not one little bit. And then, hello, who are you? I'm the cat in the hat. I've come to play today. Oh no, you know the doll. Make that cat go away. You don't want my doll. No, you should not be here when your mother is out. Don't believe it's all glitch. What I have to do is, I'll pop up with a fish! Put me down! I do not like this at all! Put me down! I do not wish to fall! Now calm down, don't be a dither. I'm going to the dither. What do you think? Well, you just getting the house messy and dirty, and your mother home at 3:30. Oh. Let's play a game with thing 1 and thing 2. Don't you know? Don't you fat? You shouldn't be here when your mother is out. Everyone will help with the cat. Go with the fire or anything. You're not a cat. Who ever heard of a 6-foot cat? I am indeed a cat. And this is indeed a hat. Cat, your first factor told. The Spanish of Ghana was somewhere up. The Spanish of the Haida as a whole, I don't know, and then that's one of my bunker puns, and Eskimo. Oh, your mother's here. Thank you for the wonderful time. What do we do now? Don't worry, I always clean up, you know. I'll show you another good trick I know. Sweep up the laughter, that crazy laughter. Sweep up the laughter. Everything is in its place. Everything in its proper place. No rainbows for us to chase. No more games to play. Sweep up the laughter, that crazy laughter. At least until after I come back. And you know, I just may. tell me, what did you do today? We try to remember what we did. We couldn't remember anything that happened that day. What did we do? What did we say? Should we tell her everything that happened that day? What would you do if your mother asked you? Sound of Music, our production for 2003. Good night, Wolf. Good night, Weasel. Weasel, yep. You know on the brink of a great war. You know about something. I know about something. You hadn't heard of it. I heard your father talking to Guan or something. I know this is terrible. Chris, how old were you? 16. Why? You wait, little girl, for night to go, for day to turn the light on, one more. You are 16, going on 17 minutes of afternoon. Baby's a sight, so the sight, and I need to try the two. You are 16, going on 17, baby, I know that too. I am 17, going on 18. I'll take care of you. I need someone older and wiser, baby, I know that too. Fellows that eat will tell me a sweet and time in a home or two. I am 16, going on 17, baby, I know that too. You are 17, going on 18, I'll depend on you. Raindrops on roses, with whiskers like kittens, bright copper candles and warm woolen mittens, from paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream colored ponies, extra on strudels, Floridas and trails and spitzel with noodles, while geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with warm satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into spring. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bees sing, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite thing, and then I don't feel so bad. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, white copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream colored honey's and warm apple strudels, turtles that stay on spitzel with noodles, while geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses and warm satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into spring. These are a few of my favorite things. What do you think you're doing, Maria? Oh, nothing, I was just singing. Well, calm down. Yes, sir. Girls in white dresses with warm satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into spring. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bees sting, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite thing, and then I don't feel so bad. October, ready for some fun this Halloween. I have a question for you. You who live in ghosts. Well, here's what happened one Halloween. Ichabod Crane was heard the story about what happened one Halloween when the Headless Horseman came to life. A soldier was scouting the Revolutionary War. He had his head shot off by a black iron cannonball. Now it goes on place. A little later, Ichabod Crane was at a party. He was having some fun, dancing with the guests, until he heard the story of the Headless Horseman. Some say he burst in a smoldering fireball. A little later, they bought a printer with poured gunpowder and rode home. When he encountered the Headless Horseman, he rode for his life. He rode faster and faster. Looked behind him. It was a black horse. Riders usually dressed in uniform. In the head in front of him, he carried his head. When he crossed the bridge, he was supposed to vanish, but he threw his head at him. A little later, Iqbal was nowhere to be found. No teacher showed up at that school that day. Some say he was a bridge, an old hat, and a smashed pumpkin. Some say Iqbal was spiritual away by the Headless Horseman, but some didn't believe it. Ha ha ha!